Yolo guys, Sorzance here, and welcome to a MapleStory Top 5 video. In this segment, I will be listing my top 5 favorite songs from MapleStory. Now before I get this started, this list is completely based on my opinions. And some of those opinions might be clouded in some type of nostalgia, so keep that in mind. Now this list was extremely hard to make because MapleStory is known for its good and memorable music. From the Lith Harbor tune to the Korean Folktown song, I had to go through various soundtracks in the game to decide which ones will go in this top 5. Again, I had trouble making this list, but at the end of the day, I'm pretty satisfied with the songs I have chosen. So, let's get this started. In the number 5 spot, I have chosen the Mirrorverse Leafree theme. Now, I'm a big fan of the original, and it is one of my favorites. But this remix is so freaking groovy, man. Holy balls. Like, the guitar riff is so freaking amazing. And to be honest, I had a hard time choosing between this one and the Mulung Mirror theme, because they're both so freaking groovy. But at the end, I had to choose this one. So, I remember starting my Zero, which honestly wasn't that long ago. It wasn't that long ago, but whatever. And finally, I reached the Leafree area, and holy nuts, I was completely shocked by this theme. I couldn't help but wait there and listen for a long period of time before doing the required quests. I think this remix is better than the original, personally, because it is in a style that I love a lot. So it had to be in the number 5 spot for me. In the number 4 spot, I have chosen the music which plays in the Tree Trunk Nest in the Tree Dungeons in Elena. Now this song truly means a lot to me, as it has been a favorite of mine for years. So, back in 2007, I started playing MapleStory for the first time, and during that period, my first character was an Ice Lightning Magician, and I had spent a lot of time grinding in Elena. Took forever to level up, it was freaking crazy. But I can remember now exploring the tree dungeons and encountering various monsters like the Horny Mushrooms, which is a really funny name actually, but whatever. What made it worthwhile though was the beautiful music which played inside of this tree, or in the tree dungeons, and it has stuck with me ever since, so this is why this amazing song made it at number 4. And the number 3 spot, I couldn't help but pick the Temple of Time themes. And with this, I mean the original theme, like just the regular Temple of Time theme, and then when you go to the past, there's the Repentance, and then the is it Remembrance? I don't know. Something like that. And that's what it's called, but they're amazing. That's all I gotta say. If you haven't heard it, you gotta listen to all the versions, because it's amazing. Other than that, though, I'm gonna go ahead and give some backstory behind this reasoning. So when I was younger, I remember hearing about the Temple of Time, for the first time. I was playing MapleStory, I wanted to know all the areas, so I was searching up on YouTube. So while I was browsing YouTube to get more information, I ended up stumbling across the OST, and I instantly fell in love with it. At the time, I was hoping that my level 30 mage would eventually make it to the Temple of Time, but unfortunately I didn't, because grinding took forever, so it would take days before I would level up, and I was only level freaking 30, so it was pretty, it was a struggle back then, But I did listen to the hell of the song, and that is the reason why it made the number 3 spot. In the second spot, I have chosen the Elnath theme. Now again, this theme is really nostalgic for me, and I can remember all the good times I had playing MapleStory with my friends. So, traversing all the way to this ice-cold village was a big milestone for me. So, I might as well explain now. Back in the day, before the Big Bang, traveling all over the Maple world was a really large task, honestly. It was pretty hard. A lot harder than it is now. So, when I finally made it to that snowy village, I was amazed completely. And when I heard the music for the first time, it just felt good, I felt accomplished. So, when I trekked through that tower, which was the main obstacle between Orbis and Elnath, it was one of the most amazing feelings I felt at the time, you know, as a kid. Of course, you know, I just wanted to get stronger and travel all over the Maple world because it seemed like an endless adventure for me. So I enjoyed that very much. And yeah, ever since the first time I arrived, the music resonated with me instantly. So that is the reason why this takes spot number 2. So, without further ado, the number 1 spot for me goes to the Showa Town theme. Some people might be curious why I chose this over the various other good themes in MapleStory. Well, it's kind of hard to answer actually, but I love this type of music, personally. And I want to add that it seems pretty unique compared to many other songs from the game. The 2 versions of the theme, Hana and Yume, are heavily based on Enka music from 1960s Japan, so it really does fit Showa Town perfectly. Also, it doesn't help that Showa Town was, and still is, my favorite area in MapleStory, hands down. Like, I love going there no matter what. That's where I hang out, is Showa Town, you know? Going to the onsen and just chilling out. I mean, sento, sorry. I meant to say sento, not onsen. It was just, I don't know, I had a lot of fond memories of it, as well as Jipangu in general. So a lot of interesting things happen there. A lot of them, like crazy stories. I think I'll talk about it later on. I might do a video about the pre-Big Bang timeline and just start talking about all the fun and fond memories I had. So I don't want to drag this out. But yeah, I have a lot of good memories, fond memories, you know, from Showa Town. And I'm glad that I'm glad it's still there, honestly. But other than that, though, even though the nostalgia factor is pretty heavy, the theme is still amazing, and I love it to death. And yeah, so that's the reason why it made number 1 for me, personally. So this was my top 5 themes in MapleStory. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to pound the hell out of the like button, and remember to comment your top 5 favorite themes for MapleStory. And other than that, if you didn't like the video, you can dislike. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the flip side, so peace.